Can we go thrift shopping?
What?
Hey everybody, it's Shayna, also known as Thrifty Nurse. I am currently driving to work, and I thought it would be fun to do a video of like a day in the life as me. Which sounds so conceited when I say it like that. Not that my life is like super interesting or anything, but I don't know. Other people have done these videos. It seemed fun. Y'all don't think I'm conceited. Please, I'm not. So yeah. So right now, I am driving to work. It is, I think it's like 6:15. My car clock is wrong. But it's probably about 6:15 in the evening. So I work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. as a nurse at a hospital. I work on a med-surg floor, if you know anything about healthcare. It's basically just like a general hospital floor with like all kinds of different adult patients that are fairly stable, like not bad enough to be in critical care or ICU. They're kind of just like hanging out until tests come back or, you know, different things get done or their health gets stable enough to go home. So, I've been doing this for, well, I've done it in the past too, but this specific job I've been doing for about 3 months. It is a 6-month contract, and at the end of 6 months, I'll have to decide what I'm going to do, whether I want to look for another nursing job, stay at this job, but get a pretty significant pay cut, because this contract is kind of like a special COVID thing with extra pay, or if I want to just try to do the reselling thing full-time, work PRN, which just means pick up as you want to, somewhere else. I don't know. I really have no idea what I'm doing. If they offer the option to extend the contract, I probably will if it's still the same pay that I'm getting now, just because that would be really hard to pass up. But other than that, if they don't, I really would like to just resell full-time and maybe work PRN nursing at the most. I've been nursing for about 10 years total. I was at LPN for the first 7 or 8 years, and then I got my RN degree like 2 or 3 years ago. So I've worked at like nursing homes, long-term care, hospital, doctor's offices, infusion clinic, immunization clinic. I've worked for the military nursing. I've done a lot of different stuff, and I definitely love it. Like, I really absolutely love my patients. I love connecting with people and taking care of people and helping people and all that stuff. It's a great job. It has done amazing things for me and my family. You can live anywhere, work anywhere. You never have to worry about not being able to find work. I mean, I can't say I'm not happy doing it, but I'm kind of not happy doing it, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm just tired. Maybe I just need a break. Maybe I'm just done with it. I don't really know, but I'm definitely at the point in my life where I want to try something different. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like, when I decided to become a nurse, the whole reason I kind of made this decision, and I know this is going to sound ridiculous, but the whole reason I kind of made the decision was I had my son when I was 17. He's now almost 19 himself. But when I was pregnant with him, there was a nurse that basically told me I had ruined my life and I would never be able to do anything, and I was going to be a horrible mother and I wasn't going to be able to take care of my child, and just craziness. Like, as a nurse now, I can't imagine saying something like that to a patient. Even if I thought it, like, there's just no way those words would come out of my mouth to somebody. And I wasn't like a bad kid or like I don't know, like, you know, I hate to say this, but there's some teenagers that have kids and you can just kind of tell, like, they're probably not going to do a great job. But I don't think I was one of those kids. Like, I was super excited to have a baby. I was fully intending to raise him myself, which I did. I was breastfeeding for the first, like, 1.5 years, 2 years. I did everything on my own. I mean, like financially, yeah, my parents helped me a bit, but I raised my child, you know, and the whole time I was pregnant, I was very adamant that that's what I was going to do. But anyways, I'm getting totally off topic here. So she told me that, and I decided that day when I get the chance to go to college, I'm going to go for nursing so that I can be like, haha, I'm doing the same thing you're doing, biatch, you know. But not that it really matters, because I don't think I ever even saw her again. But that just stuck with me, and I guess it motivated me to want to prove a point or do something better, you know. So yeah, that's why I became a nurse, which is really not a great reason, but luckily I ended up loving it, and it's super like intellectually challenging, which is great. I've always loved school and learning and being challenged mentally and that kind of thing. So I mean, it's a good fit for me, but I don't know, I'm just a little, the hours are long, it takes a lot out of you. I've missed so many family things because of my job. I don't get holidays off. Most jobs I've had to work weekends, on call, you know, 12-hour shifts, overtime. You're always short-staffed, always short-staffed, especially with COVID. Like, it's just gotten worse. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. And when I kind of discovered reselling, which was about 7 or 8 months ago, I mean, I had always known of it. Like, I've thrifted my entire life. My mom took me thrifting when I was growing up. She was big into all that stuff and yard sales, and that was like some of my favorite times that we spent together. So I've always loved thrifting. And then when I had kids, I would sometimes sell their old clothes, like when they outgrew them, either at consignment sales or sometimes on eBay. But it was never like a full-time thing or like, oh, I'm going to turn this into a business thing. It was more just like, I have some extra stuff to get rid of, and I'm just going to make a couple extra dollars. So that's kind of how I got into it about 7 or 8 months ago. One day I decided I was going to clean out my closet and get rid of a bunch of clothes because I just had way too many. And I started posting them on Mercari, and they started selling. And then I was at the thrift store on my lunch break, which was pretty common that I would do even before I started reselling. And I found this Burberry coat, but it was like an extra small. And I was like, man, I wish I could buy this, but there would be no point because, you know, it's not going to fit me. I definitely don't wear an extra small. I think it was like $10. And I was like, oh, I know this is worth so much more than that. You know, so I ended up putting it back. And I came back to work, and I was talking to my coworker and telling her about it, and she's like, well, don't you sell stuff on Mercari? And I was like, well, yeah, like my old stuff. And she's like, well, why just buy it to sell it? And I'm like, oh my god, how did I never realize I could do that? Like, it legit just never crossed my mind. I don't have to buy the things for me first and then resell them when I don't want them anymore. Like, I could just buy things to sell them. And it was just like this light bulb moment, which also sounds so stupid now that I'm saying it out loud. I don't know how that just never crossed my mind, but it really didn't. So I was like, yeah, I could do that. So I went back to try to get this coat after work, and of course it was gone. But after that, I definitely was on a mission to figure this thing out. So I started studying online and watching different YouTube channels and researching everything I could about how to be successful at this. I started thrifting just to sell things, and that was going better than I even expected it would. I started making a lot of money. It picked up pretty quick, you know, like the first 6 months, I think I made a little over 20 grand like profit after fees and everything, which I was ecstatic about. And almost within a couple months, probably, I knew that I wanted to turn it into a full-time thing. Probably sooner than that. I've always said my entire life, like, if I could get paid to shop, I would just be the happiest person in the world. That would be amazing to me. And I have always had people tell me, oh, you're so great at thrifting, you should buy things for other people, be like a personal shopper, or, you know, something like that. But like I said, it just never came together in my mind that there was a way to kind of do that in reality. So now that I know there is, and I've seen that it can be successful, I just feel like I can't be happy doing anything else, if that makes sense. So that's basically my story of how I got here. But I'm going to have to get to the point where I'm making enough to justify giving up this career I have now, which is probably going to be a challenge because I'm making a good amount of money right now in nursing, and it's definitely scary to walk away from that for something that's not as reliable. But like I said, I'll probably always work PRN to keep my license so that I can pick up shifts if I need to, or, you know, I can go back to it if I need to, or if I want to in the future. So I'm not gonna like completely quit nursing, but just quit full-time would be great. So I definitely need to make a little bit more than I am now. The last month or two has been extremely slow for me. I've also not been listing as much since I started this night shift job. It's been really hard on me adjusting to that. So basically I will work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., come home. Sometimes I'll go right to bed. Sometimes I will sleep maybe around like 10 o'clock at the latest. I'll stay up till about 10, and I will try to get some listing done, or take some pictures of things, or package things up to ship, stop at my storage unit and grab stuff or put stuff in it. I also have 3 cats, 2 dogs, 2 kids, so, you know, I have to do stuff with them, do stuff at home, clean the house, all that stuff, which, you know, my husband does help with a lot of that, especially with kids. He's amazing and super helpful. Luckily, I'm definitely lucky there, but it's been rough. This schedule is not ideal for sure. I've done night shift in the past, and I swore I would never ever do it again, and somehow I am doing it again. But I only have 3 more months. So yeah, so I'll do that, and then I'll sleep, and I get up. I usually try to get up at like 3 or 4 at the latest, so that I have a little bit of time before work to hang out with my family, get reselling stuff done. Same thing as before I go to bed, you know, listing, packaging, photographing, whatever, organizing stuff, cleaning my house. Sometimes I'll cook. I don't cook as much as I'd like to. I actually went to school for cooking before I went to school for nursing. I did a culinary arts program, and I really love cooking, but I just don't have the energy or motivation or time to do that much anymore. But I do need to get better at it because we're all getting fat. Well, I'm getting fat. Nobody else is getting fat, but yeah, we eat way too much fast food. So yeah, sometimes I'll cook. And then about 5:30, I start getting ready for work, and about 6 o'clock I have to leave because I have to be there at 6:45, and usually I have to stop at the post office or at the storage unit, or I try to grab a bite to eat before I get there or whatever. And then I go to work, and I work all night long, and I usually do Tuesday through Thursday nights. So on Thursday night, it's my last night of the week, and I get off Friday morning, which is a pretty sweet schedule. I get off Friday morning, and basically the whole time I've been doing nights now, this last 2 months, I have tried to train myself to stay up all day on Friday on no sleep, and that way I can go to bed like a normal person Friday night and spend the weekend off with my family and not be up at odd hours and asleep all day, which has been really difficult. Fridays are tough on me. I usually try to just stay busy. Today is Thursday night, so, you know, my plan tomorrow, I'm going to get off, and this is what I've been doing the last few weeks. I get off and I usually try to find an estate sale to go to, because they usually start like right around the time I'm getting off of work. So I'll try to find an estate sale to go to. If there's not any good ones, I'll just try to drive around or hang out, go to my storage unit until one of the thrift stores opens. And I'll try to spend the first part of the day out sourcing so that I don't fall asleep, because that's usually when I'm the tiredest, is first thing in the morning. And then I'll come home and I'll try to package things to ship and, you know, list things, photograph, all that stuff. Or I'll just hang out sometimes and, you know, spend time at home with my family or just relax. Not very often. I don't do that very often. Usually I'm working, either on the reselling thing or cleaning the house or whatever. So yeah, that's what I'll do. And then sometimes we'll go over to my in-laws' house when my husband gets home from work. He does have every other Friday off, so it's a Friday. If it's a Friday he has off, sometimes we'll go out and do things. Especially now that it's getting nicer out. We're planning on taking the sailboat out and going to do a lot of things. Kayaking, you know, that kind of stuff. We like doing outdoorsy stuff. Right now it's not very nice out. It's pouring rain today. But hopefully tomorrow will be pretty. I think this is his week to work on Friday though, so I don't think he'll be home tomorrow. But yeah, I don't know what else I got on the agenda tomorrow. I haven't even checked if there's any estate sales yet. So I'm gonna look, but I also have 2 thrift challenges that I'm gonna be taking part of and I need to complete. So I might try to go do those. I definitely have some things I need to ship. I think I have about 10 to 12 orders that need to go out tomorrow. And I have plenty of stuff I could work on listing. So I'm sure I'll be able to keep myself occupied all day. But usually I try to stay up, and then come about, by the time it's about 8 o'clock at night, I get like this second wind, and then usually I can't fall asleep early like I planned on. And I end up staying up till like midnight, and it's just insane. And then the weekend, I get up, try to get up early and go to yard sale Saturday. And just basically do it all again. So that's my life right now. Just thought I would share that with everybody. I don't know. Maybe y'all can get to know me a little bit better. But I'm about to walk into work now. Really not excited. It's been a rough 2 nights this week. They keep putting me in this one section that is so heavy, and the patients are so demanding, and it's been a challenging week, to say the least. So I'm going to go in here, get these last 12 hours knocked out so I can be free for the weekend. It's Friday, almost. So yeah, maybe I'll record some more in the morning. I don't even know if I'm going to put this video out. I feel like this is a weird one. I don't know, but we'll see. I will see you guys later. Bye.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a comer. This is my son.
So I'm in the med room. I'm about to pull up my meds for the night for my patients. Basically, we come in, we get report, and then we do a little bit of charting, and then we start doing the med pass, which takes most of the time. We have like usually 6 patients a piece. Once in a while you get lucky and you have 5, but tonight I have 6, and then we have 1 aide on the whole floor, which is bad. I don't think I have any admissions tonight, so that's good. So yeah, I'm gonna get these meds out and then I can take a little break.
My fringe game, hell no. I can take some pro wings, make them cool, sell those. The sneakerheads will be like,
He got the Velcro. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is awesome. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is awesome.
what she know about rocking the wolf on your noggin? What she knowin' about wearing a fur fox skin? I'm digging, I'm searching right through that luggage.
Alright, so I thought I would maybe have more time. Thought I would have more time to record last night, but it turned out to be a super crazy night. Oh my god, I look awful. So, I mean, it was kind of a good night. Like, one of my coworkers, it was their last night. They're a traveler. So we had a little pizza party. But then I got spit on by a patient. And as he spit on me, he was trying to grope me and making obscene mouth and hand gestures at me. So, that is not the fun part of the job. You would almost think I work on the psych unit sometimes, some of the stories I could tell you guys. But I'm not going to get into too much detail because HIPAA. So, yeah, it was a night, like they all are. One more week down. I think I'm almost halfway through my contract. It ends on September 15th. Today is June 3rd or 4th, something like that. So, I don't know. I'm just at the point where I'm so tired. I can't even think straight right now. So I'm either going to go home and shower and possibly nap. Like I said on my video earlier, I really try to stay up all day Friday, but I'm so tired right now. But I always feel like this first thing when I get off, so, you know, maybe I'll get a little burst of energy when I get home and I'll do some things. I do have a lot of stuff I need to package. I need to stop at my storage unit. I need to go to the post office. I've got a lot I need to do. And there's also an estate sale like less than a mile up the road that starts in about 20 minutes that has some Department 56 items. So I may try to just swing by there real quickly, but I'm just not really in the mood to do the shopping thing right now, I don't think. So I don't know how much I'm going to do, which is a shame because I think there's like 3 or 4 estate sales today. But, I mean, none of them look like they had anything that I have to have besides this one with the Department 56 stuff. So, I don't know. We'll just see what happens. So I am going to, I guess, drive past that estate sale and scope it out and maybe stop by. And I will record some more in a bit. Then hopefully I'm going to wake up a little bit. I'm so tired, you guys. So tired. This is why I'm so ready to be done with this. Alright. See y'all later. Oh no, so you took my saber. Well, it has it. That's not. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. I'm so glad I stopped at that estate sale. Y'all can't really see, but I filled my back seat up. There's so much stuff. They had like yard sale prices in there. I got Department 56. I got a whole bunch of vintage stuff. So apparently these people, we would have been like best friends. They love cats, Eeyore, Department 56. We would have been buddies for sure. So I got a ton of Eeyore stuff. I'm sorry, my eyes are all over the place right now. I'm so tired. Okay, but I got Department 56, Eeyore, cats, vintage owl stuff, some tacky sweaters, some purses, a Stife bear or Steve, whatever that crazy expensive plush brand is, for $2. A bunch of Boyd's bears, which I usually don't pick up, but they were so cheap, I thought they'd be worth it because I have a couple others I found for like 50 cents, so, and they were in like excellent condition. Apparently it was a doctor that lives in Texas and didn't want to come back and deal with all this stuff, and I think his wife maybe passed away. There was a ton of yarn, and I've seen people posting so much about yarn that they've made like big money on, and they only wanted $1 for like a, what is it called, a skein or a skein or whatever. But I had no idea what I was looking at. Like, I was trying to look up comps, but it was this super tiny little cramped apartment, and there was a ton of people in there, and it was so hot. And I kind of just gave up on it, and I was like, if there's money there, I guess I'm gonna miss it this time. Which really sucks because I probably left some money there, but whatever. So I heard somebody come in when I was checking out and they asked if they could buy all of the yarn. But it looked like it was that Red Heart brand, Lion brand, I Love Yarn or something like that. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about yarn, but I need to learn apparently. So, I think I might go home now. I was only in there for like an hour. I did pretty good. Normally I take forever. But, I think I'm gonna either stop at one more or just go home. I'm so tired. I really could use a nap right now. And I look awful. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this, you guys. I look terrible. Ugh. Alright. See you guys later. I just want y'all to see my dream house right here. Check out that house. It is gorgeous. And look.
Sometimes you can buy them. You can buy them in the supermarket. This is it's like a alone. Wait a minute. It's all right. But you can buy them. They're called Christmas a million. Say a million. Christmas a million. And let them sprout in the holiday. Okay, let me go around here. Because when I first jumped out, I saw something. Well, what are they?
This is so cute. It's Mickey. Oh wait, those are Napco. Okay, I gotta look these up. Homeco.
Okay, so it's both my shoulders. I gotta go. Okay, gotta go. Love you, bye.
Where are you going? I just want to try this one time right here. One more time.
Okie dokie. Thanks. Those two. Okay. We'll do, you know there's a LuLaRae bowl on the chair, on the rattan set? It's a pink one like this.
It matches.
Yeah. It's a
So
round
fourth
bowl.
one?
It's not oval. It's not oval. It's round. Dale, on that rattan table set in the kitchen, there is a LuLaRae pink bowl. Will you go grab it? It's sitting on the chair.
You want to know that's the right price?
Yep, that's the right price.
There was no prices on the jewelry.
It's $1 to $5. And I do bigger pile, better deal on jewelry. It's just, it's gotta go. So if you wanna put your big pile together, we'll make you a good deal.
Oh, I got it.
Right.
There was a girl came in, she got a bunch of the pendants and stuff. I mean, she got a box full of them. She don't even-
She probably took all the ones that I would have come tomorrow.
It's a round, it looks like that. Is that color right there?
Oh.
And it's round. There's a round bowl, looks like a big soup bowl.
Oh my gosh, it's so overwhelming.
They haven't got that far yet. This is we hung right when we came in the door.
Yeah. Whew, that's a lot. Squeeze by. No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, is that yours? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna sit right here. Call me when I'm ready. You're ready. You can go before me. Oh, look it. It's a boom box.
That is a reel-to-reel recorder.
Oh.
That's where you can make a message. That's the old school there.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. We'll give you a napkin and wrap it up.
I don't know how much.
It was 10. Yeah, but that was the last one.
Alright, so I am leaving the third estate sale. I did manage to make it through all three. It's almost 1 p.m. I have been up for, oh my god, what will it be? Almost 24 hours because I got up at 3 or 4 o'clock to go to work yesterday. So, I'm starting to get my second wind, but I also feel super exhausted, if that makes any sense at all. I haven't eaten yet since I ate like breakfast this morning at work, which was some gummy bears. So I guess I'm going to go by my storage unit and grab the stuff that I need to pack, and then I am going to drop off some of the stuff that I got at the estate sales. The second one, I didn't get a whole lot, but I did get some pretty good stuff. And the third one, they had a lot of really cool, like, kitschy, like, vintage 60s kitsch, quirky, needlepoint type, crafty looking quilts, and it was a lot of jewelry, a lot of vintage jewelry. But I didn't get too much of that because I already have so much jewelry. But I did get some really cool embroidered purses or needlepoint purses and some embroidered, I think they're tablecloths maybe, some vintage clothes. I really like the stuff I got at the last one, and their prices were absolutely ridiculous, but then when I went to check out, he basically took over half off of everything for me. Which I was really glad because they didn't price anything. It was a really weird estate sale. Like, they didn't price anything. Normally they'll have a sticker or something on it that says what it is, but hardly anything had a price. So you had to carry everything up there and ask them, like, how much is this? How much is that? And I ended up putting a lot of it back because the stuff I did see that had prices was just way overpriced, and then the prices I overheard them giving other people were kind of overpriced. But I guess since I'm still in my nurse scrubs, he wanted to give me a deal, and he thanked me for what I do, so that was really sweet. And at the second one they did that too, so I guess I definitely need to always wear my work scrubs when I go out to estate sales, because I got the hookup at both of those last two. Alright, so I'm going to stop and get food for myself and my daughter, and then I'm going to try to make it to my storage unit. I really got to get this stuff shipped out, but I can't tell if I'm losing steam or getting a second wind, but I'm doing something. I really want to be on a normal schedule all weekend, and if I go to sleep right now, I'm gonna wake up at like 2 in the morning and be wide awake, and it's gonna suck. So it's a tough life, y'all. It's a very tough life. I look so tired. Alright, I'm going. Bye. Alright, so somehow I made it till, I think it's like 8:30 right now. And I got all my items packaged, which took forever. I had to package a suitcase and a ton of breakable stuff, a bunch of clothes, some plush, some shoes, just a ton of stuff, which of course I'm glad I got good sales, but it took so long. I have to run by my storage unit again because there's one more item in there that came through after I ran by earlier that I want to go ahead and get shipped out while I'm dropping this other stuff off. And then I'm going to drop everything else off, and then I'm probably going to go home and crash because I am just absolutely exhausted now. And we're supposed to go out on the sailboat tomorrow, and it's going to be like heat and sun all day, and I need rest for that. So that is my day. I'm about to pull up at my storage unit right now and go get the stuff knocked out so I can go home and finally relax. It has been 28 hours or 29 hours now that I've been awake. That's just crazy, you guys. That's not healthy, is it? It's probably not. 3 more months. I got 3 more months of this. So, that's the day in the life of a thrifty nurse. Yay! I look awful. Bye. Stay thrifty.
Poppin' tags. Yeah.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a comer. This is being awesome. I'll wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible. I'm in this big air coat from that thrift shop down the road. I'll wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible.
Come on, man.
I'm in this big air coat from that thrift shop down the road. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a comer. This is being awesome.
One man's trash, that's another man's come up.